Hey, what's going on? Dave Hutch here, and today I want to talk to you about constructs, human constructs specifically in the United States Incorporated. Let's put your hard hats on for this one. Now, before we get going, I want to ask you to have an open mind. What I'm about to tell you, people don't really know about, and if they do, they don't talk about it. Many things have been lost in the course of history, so let's dive into it. All right, human constructs. So, what am I talking about? Things like law, finances, the banking system, the mortgage system, the agriculture system, the entertainment system, our legal and traffic system. You can go into all of these different systems, our food, our infrastructure, the very ways that we live in society. Those are all constructs. But what if we peel back the layers of the onion and really dig into what is the United States? Is it a nation? Is the United States a nation? The answer is no. It has not been for a very long while. Let me explain. Let's go back to the Civil War. During the Civil War, we were actually what was called a constitutional republic. Now, that was when we were a free, sovereign people. We were not yet the United States of America. Now, the United States of America that you know today is we fly flags, we talk about our freedom, and we talk about our absolute love for this country. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm a veteran, I've served this country, and I love this country very much. But I also understand what this country actually is. It is not a nation. It is a incorporated corporation. That's right, United States, Inc. This is a real thing. Now, let's go into the history if you don't believe me. During that transition of power, the United States succeeded or abandoned Congress. Now, what people don't know is that a foreign entity from Europe came over, which was connected to the federal banking system in Europe, and they then bought the United States. At this point, it was then restructured as a corporation. Those same people own the IMF, they own the central banking system in Europe, and yes, they own the United States of America Incorporated as we know it today. Guess what? Then, later on, that same system was then bought out by none other than the Federal Reserve, all part of the same entities. What happened was they needed a way to recoup the debt owed to them, so they instituted in 1913 the creation of the Federal Reserve, which is really just a collections agency for your money and your labor. You are no longer a sovereign citizen, you are now what is called a part of the corporation. You don't believe me? Look at the word corporation. Corp. Corpus, dead entity. You have a corporate identifying name that is connected to your social security number, your birth certificate is when you were actually entered into this system, and along with all the other things that we abide by, passports, marital licenses, driver's licenses, the list goes on and on. My friends, you are part of a construct, a human construct called the Matrix. So, in order to become property of this corporation, you had to unknowingly sign into these contract laws, which you did so, again, by way of birth certificate, social security number, driver's license, and all the other entities. So, what is happening is that you need to understand why you have to legally pay taxes and why these systems exist. You are not paying taxes as a sovereign citizen, as a person. You are paying taxes as a corporate dead entity owned by the Federal Reserve, who is owned by a central banking system, which is connected to the United States of America Incorporated. My friends, these things are not explained to you and taught to you in the education system for a reason. Why? Because that education system is part of that system. Starting to make sense now? Told you you'd need your hard hat.